Today we're going to be talking about the Ren token. What is it? What is it all about? And what does the future price of the Ren token look like? This one could be big. So stay tuned. Hey, this is Crypto Wealth. Let's get into this. So Ren token is one that I've wanted to talk about for a while. Many of you follow my channel. You know that I always prefer projects that are able to earn some sort of a passive income, just because I feel like passive income projects are easier to hold, easier to hodl. They give you a chance to be able to diversify. I just love anything that can be able to generate a passive income as well as be an investment for the future of crypto. Now, the Ren token is very interesting. You can earn a passive income with it, but it's really not going to be viable for most people, and we'll explain why. We'll get into the details in a moment. But this is a project that you need to be paying attention to, in my opinion. By the way, not financial advice. I'm not telling you to buy this token. It is on a pullback. I prefer to make an investment on a pullback, but crypto is risky. This is like a top 50 something coin, so it's highly, highly risky. However, and it's done really well so far for the year, in the past year, the past month, the past week, it's done well. We'll talk about why. It's basically making big news. The Ren token is very, very interesting. It's a project that needs to be you need to pay very careful attention to. I talk about on my channel, there's really only two things that crypto really, really needs to become truly unstoppable in the future. And that is true decentralized exchanges where you can easily exchange from one cryptocurrency to another without the interference of an intermediary, and it can't be stopped without, shutting down the entire internet or something. The other thing, and we don't have true decentralized exchanges yet. That doesn't require any input from me. We have decentralized exchanges, but it's like decentralized. It's like Uniswap. Decentralized is exchanges for the ERC20 tokens. We need true decentralized exchanges and atomic swaps. Atomic swaps are interoperability, where you could go to an exchange and you could exchange without any intermediary whatsoever in a true decentralized fashion, not centralized, not like KuCoin, not like Binance, not like Coinbase, not like Crypto.com, where you could just log into a website. You could easily and efficiently swap your Bitcoin for your Ethereum. There is some of that going on right now. The technology is getting close, but we're not quite there yet. Ren helps us get a little bit closer there. By the way, the price right now is 0.35, so 35 cents right now. This thing has been on a tear. I mean, just a year ago, a couple years ago, this thing was sitting around like, well, a couple years ago, it was sitting around like 3 cents. And I think it could be poised to really go parabolic. It's gotten a lot of headway. The biggest reason the price is going up is because it started trading on Coinbase, which is a big deal. I mean, it's a big deal. By the way, let's just look at what is Ren token, and I'll talk about why it's a big deal in a minute. But it's at the same time, it's something you need to kind of sort of be skeptical of. I'll get to that. So a decentralized dark pool for trustless cross-chain atomic trading of cryptocurrencies. See, cross-chain atomic trading. That's incredible. Ren is a token based on the Ethereum blockchain. The most actual price for one Ren is 35 cents. Ren is listed on 8 exchanges with a sum of 11 active markets. The 24-hour volume of Ren is 28 million, while Ren market cap is 311 million, which ranks it as 53 of all cryptocurrencies. You can find out more information about Ren at Republic Protocol. Let's go ahead and check that out. Liquidity unchained. Now I'm not going to get you into the minutia. Most people watching this don't care as much about the technicals, but let's just look at what Ren is and why this could be a big deal. Introducing Ren VM, an open protocol providing access to inter-blockchain liquidity for all decentralized applications. Right now, you can bring BTC, Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, and Zcash to the Ethereum app. This is fascinating. So these are all the partners. Transfer any token between any blockchain. Access tokens from any blockchain using your existing smart contracts without having to worry about wrapping or unwrapping tokens. 100 times faster than current atomic swaps. 100x faster than atomic swaps. Security for large volume trades. Integrates into existing infrastructure. Composable with DFI. No cross-chain counterparty risk. This is a big deal. Connecting the unconnected. Use a Ren VM to expand the capability of existing dApps or create entirely new business cases within the decentralized world. Multi-collateral lending. Utilize existing non-custodial smart contracts to collateralize cross-chain assets. Bring cross-chain assets to your DEX. Integrate cross-chain assets such as Bitcoin and Zcash into existing DEX or liquidity pool infrastructure. We're going to see some big things with this very, very soon. This could be one to watch because once this starts getting integrated, it's going to get crazy. Cross-chain OTC trading. Traders conducting large volume of OTC trades can no longer at risk of counterparties failing to honor the trade. So there's right now cross-chain OTC trading. Right now, in order to make a cross-chain trade, you have to use something like Simple Swap, for example. And Simple Swap's not a good example, but you basically have to have a middleman. And whenever you have a middleman, you have a risk of that middleman not following through, essentially. Not completing the trade, failing the trade, or just stealing your crypto. All that's a risk. Supported blockchains. With support for more blockchains planned, it won't be long before the entire ecosystem is connected. Right now it's Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Zcash, and Ethereum. By the way, almost all the volume is on Bitcoin. Why? I don't even understand why I have Zcash and Bitcoin Cash, but almost all the volume right now is using Bitcoin. Bring BTC, Bcash, and Zcash and more to your decentralized application. Dive into the tutorials, quickly implement the Gateway.js front-end widget, or build an entirely custom user experience with Ren.js. So they're making it easy for developers to basically get integrated. Now, here's what's interesting. The passive income model is a model, they use something called dark nodes. The dark nodes are primarily there for security. And let me see, I found some info on the dark nodes earlier. Is this it? No, but this is worth looking at. Ren VM, a trustless and decentralized virtual machine, a secure network of virtual computers that powers interoperability for decentralized application, enabling cross-chain lending, exchanges, collateralization, and more. So the real heart of the Ren token is the Ren VM. By the way, so what is the use case of the Ren token? See, that's really important. If you're investing into a project, you don't want the token just to be there as an excuse for them to raise money. There's got to be a real use case, and they do have a use case for the token. We'll get to that. What makes up the Ren VM? All you need to know here, unless you just want to get into the minutia and the technical stuff, and I'll send, you can come to the website renproject.io and take a look at that. But basically, it's Shamir's secret trading. It talks about how they have security, the speed, fast decentralized consensus. This Byzantine fault tolerance is just another method of security. This is just a method of encryption. So we're going to keep your transactions safe, secure, fast. That's really what that's getting at. What is Ren VM? Ren VM serves as an engine that powers our decentralized interoperability solution. Ren VM provides one of the only practical interoperability solutions that can scale. It is the only solution that allows for secret computation over multiple inputs and multiple parties. Ren VM is not a product or an application in and of itself. It is a network and an accompanying SDK that allows developers to bring cross-chain functionality to their DeFi applications. What are dark nodes? Ren VM is powered by a network of machines called dark nodes. This is how you can, if you can have a dark node, this is how you can earn a passive income. Earning rewards for contributing compute power, and storage space. Ren VM is a network powered by decentralized virtual machines. This virtual machine is replicated over thousands of machines that work together to power it, contributing their network bandwidth, their computational power, and their storage capacity. These machines are known as dark nodes. Dark nodes earn a share of the volume transacted through the Ren VM. You can find out more here. This talks to you about setting up a dark node. They tell you up front you have to have some basic technical knowledge. You are expected to be involved in the community because periodically you have to update and upgrade your dark node, and they talk about that if you go to this link. So this isn't something that's available to everyone. I will tell you the ROI, last I checked, was somewhere around about 13%. That's not a bad deal if you're wanting to hold this token, because I think the price of this token in general could go way up. And as more volume comes on board, it's possible the ROI increases. If the ROI increases, more people are going to buy the token. They have some great tokenomics. The gist is you need to buy the token to set up a dark node, and you need to secure the tokens basically within the dark node. As more volume comes in, your ROI goes up. As the ROI goes up, more people are going to set up dark nodes, so they'll need to buy more Ren token. As people buy more Ren token, that's going to push the price up, some upward buying pressure on the price. So it's a very interesting tokenomics they have there. What problem does Ren VM solve? Ren VM enables a trustless and decentralized exchange of value between blockchains, bringing interoperability to DeFi. This directly enhances DeFi's utility by adding more liquid assets to the Ethereum ecosystem, regardless of the DeFi app. Ren VM can provide a native cross-chain user for experience, allowing seamless and decentralized interoperability for the very first time. What can build with Ren VM? Practically anything. Now, I want to talk about some of the good, some of the bad, some of the negative, that sort of thing. So the good thing is, listen, they're fixing a solution that they are the solution to a problem that is glaring in cryptocurrency, and that is lack of interoperability and helping create sort of an atomic swap type environment. So this could be enormous. I mean, absolutely enormous. Now, a couple of things that I don't like. It's primarily based on Ethereum. Ethereum's got kinks of its own. I think Ethereum is probably the best choice. I mean, it's an ERC20 token. I think that's the best blockchain to be built on, especially something of this caliber. But Ethereum's not yet quite ready for prime time. Hopefully, Ethereum 2 is going to get us there. We don't have to worry about fees clogging up the system. I think that's going to be a game changer. I think this is still early. That's why the price is still quite low at 30-something cents. But I think this, just to give you a kind of a prediction on where this could go. Well, let me hold off on that. Let me tell you something else that I don't necessarily care about for Ren. And this is just me, and I'm a little bit, just being a little bit skeptical, basically, or a little bit, cautious. Let's come over here. Polychain Capital-backed DeFi Alliance hits 51 members. New DeFi consortium backed by veteran crypto investor Polychain Capital has hit 51 members to bolster cross-chain DeFi solutions. Where's it at? They talk about Ren. After decentralized finance or DeFi markets collapsed in late March 2020, a number of clearly this article is older. A number of industry players joined forces to support emerging fintech. Today, the Ren Alliance, a new DeFi consortium backed by veteran crypto investor Polychain Capital, has added another batch of new members. The group's membership has now surpassed 50 companies in total. Launched in early March 2020 by DeFi project Ren, the Ren Alliance has added 14 new members, expanding the network to up to 51 firms. The firms announced to Cointelegraph on April 16th. The new interests include major decentralized exchange, all of these guys, cross-chain future of DeFi. By joining the Ren Alliance, IDEX is advancing its goal to bringing more crypto assets to their customers. The firm's CEO, Alex Warren, says IDEX, a firm that reportedly handles more than 40% of all decentralized exchange transactions, will also be able to offer Bitcoin trading through the Ren protocol when added. IDEX stated, DeFi is about removing the need for trusted intermediaries. Our vision is to enable our customers to trade any cryptocurrency without having to trust anyone else with custody of their funds, and the Ren VM brings us one step closer to that goal. Now, okay, you can come read this article if you want. Here's what bugs me about this a little bit. This right here is good. This is what we're looking for. This is the name of the game. But I oftentimes talk about this on my channel. I talked about it in my video about the Fed coin. If you haven't seen that video, I'm going to link it above. You should definitely watch that video. But the thing that I don't like here is the players. So, for example, Ren had an ICO. And I know some of you think ICOs somehow became illegal and they no longer exist. No, it's just you and I aren't able to participate in ICO. The wealthy, large investment banks, investment firms, crypto investment firms, the so-called accredited investors are able to, which just means you're rich, are able to invest into these platforms, these technologies. And that might be a good thing. I mean, the companies need money coming in. But the problem is when the investors themselves are not decentralized. It's centralized to a few very powerful people. And we don't necessarily know who's behind those investors. And that concerns me a little bit, because I'm like, so is it possible that such a great technology could be co-opted and we don't even know it? Is it possible that this isn't as decentralized as we hope it is? I don't know. It's just something you should be aware of. I'm not telling you it's a good thing or a bad thing. Some of you out there just love centralization. You trust the big hedge funds, the big government-backed people. Some of you, and I get it. And this, you can see this is all positive. I see it as a combination. I see it as both positive and a negative. Is something to be mindful for. Ethereum gets interoperability boost with Ren protocols of Ren VM release. All right, we're not going to, this was an article from 5 months ago. Now, I'm not going to worry about, company has big plans for the Ren protocol. I'm not going to worry about it. I'll link this article down in the description of this video if you want to take a look at it. Let's talk about price prediction, where Ren is going. We know it's bringing interoperability to cross-chain, do you have cross-chain transactions, hopefully in a decentralized manner. But let's talk about where it looks like the price is. So we're sitting at 35 cents. Not investment advice at all. But so don't take it that way. I mean, I'm a cryptocurrency enthusiast. I'm no expert. But with this sort of the hype around this thing recently start trading on Coinbase, I think we're going to see it coming onto more exchanges. It could even hit crypto.com. I think, which by the way, I got some news about crypto.com. So stay tuned for that on this channel. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit that bell notification icon. What are you waiting for? And if you love learning about new crypto projects, you got to hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. You got to smash that like button. But the Ren project, I see this, the price prediction for this, I see this, before the end of the year, possibly hitting 50 cents. It's been on a tear, so who knows if it will get that high. It's one I'm going to follow. It's one I'm going to pay attention to for sure. Even if you're not an investor in Ren, I think it's worth watching the technology, watch what happens here with Ren. I'm going to be covering some more projects similar to Ren on this channel. And if you like this kind of content, make certain that you hit that subscribe button. However, next year, I think could be a big year for Ren. Big year for Ren. My worry about Ren is that the whole decentralization, interoperability part gets co-opted somewhere along the way. I don't think the largest players in the financial industry or in the government want true decentralization. It's competition for them, and it hurts them at their very core. I go into this in some detail in the one of the last videos I did, talking about why I thought Bitcoin was going up, the price of Bitcoin going up because of a liquidity crisis. So I think that we have to be worried that the project gets kind of co-opted in some way, that it doesn't stay pure and authentic to what they're shooting for. So I think that's something to be aware of. But at the same time, when those big players come in, regardless, the price is going to go up. Regardless. So from a purely profit play, I think next year, December next year, this thing can hit, $5, $10 maybe. So from a sheer profit play, it could be worth it. And I got to be honest with you, even though I tell you about some of the negatives, I'm very excited to watch what this project does, because we need interoperability between blockchains. We need atomic swap type technology. We need true decentralized exchanges where you can exchange practically anything in any volume in any amount. We've got to get to that point. That's what crypto needs to go worldwide, mainstream mass adoption today in today's economic environment, in my opinion. I think that cryptocurrency goes mainstream regardless long term. Like I think that it's inevitable long term. But those of you who watch my channel know that I prefer passive income with cryptocurrency. If you like earning passive income and you want to start earning your first passive income streams, go down to the bottom of the description, click on the Crypto Passive Profits newsletter, watch the video, get your bonuses when you watch the video, and then learn about our Crypto Passive Profits monthly membership course, where you're able to learn how to build a passive income business on a shoestring budget. Ladies and gentlemen, cryptocurrency is the future. Cryptocurrency is freedom. As long as projects like this don't co-opt us and make us think that it's freedom. There's a lot of people who say that they think that Bitcoin was created by like the federal government, one of the 3-letter agencies, the CIA, etc. I personally don't believe that, but I do believe that it's possible that some of these new projects could be co-opted by such organizations and such agencies. And it makes total sense. I mean, if I was running those agencies, I would probably look at, if I was responsible for the well-being of the people, of a population, sure, it could be used for nefarious reasons, but it could also be used for good. It would make sense that some of these projects get co-opted? Let me know your thoughts down in the description. But otherwise, crypto equals freedom. This is Crypto Wealth. I'm out.